have the power.
Hey Ebro fans, this is Todd, and today we're going to open up another Masterverse figure. Being Masterverse is going out, I figured it's time to get some figures open, and yes, I did have them once. I sold them and rebought them, but I want to talk about something before we jump into this Cobra Khan, and that is the idea of the phrase Masters of the Universe. Now, I want you guys to realize what this is kind of all about is we've seen in 2000X and other things where Masters of the Universe stands for the good guys, but actually Masters of the Universe stands for all of them. An example is like Webster was the evil master of escape, even though he's a bad guy. So Masters of the Universe refers to all of the characters being masters of their field, and that's kind of what it is. So if you think of it that way, that everybody has like their own dominion and they're the master of that dominion, and that's who they are, then that is the Masters of the Universe. Now, there may be a group of people or a group of whatever there is beyond that, but the characters we see are the masters, like a swords master or a escape master or whatever the master may be. The overlord of evil is also the name of like a master, or a warlord is another name. So you may see that term thrown around quite a bit. So Masters of the Universe refers to all the characters, and at one time, the Filmation intro used to say the evil Masters of the Universe, which I actually like that a lot better than Skeletor's forces or they use now. But anyway, just a heads up before we can jump into this, that Masters of the Universe refers to all of them, not just the heroes, and that each one was a master in their own right of what they were, not just, you'll see. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. So let's switch the camera around. So here we have Cobra Khan. Now, Cobra Khan is a pretty cool Snake Man figure. A lot of people like him. And of course, in 2000X, they gave him his cool hood. Now, this box I got in the mail, it was pretty smashed and banged up, which is funny because it came from Amazon and I saw the price was a lot lower. They had more than one available and I just bought one, not knowing the one I'd get would have a smashed box. Hopefully the figure inside is in good shape. But before we jump into this, I have this question all the time. People keep posting is, why did Masterverse only give us one Snake Man? One Snake Man, that's it? And on and on and on. Now, this is a new Eternia figure, and I'm going to hopefully explain why we only got one Snake Man and why it was this one in Masterverse. And let's see if it makes sense and if you guys agree. So let's start at the beginning. Bum, 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 bum. A long time ago, in the 1980s, we had a figure called Cobra Khan, and he was the evil master of snakes. The evil master of snakes. And he had one cool feature, and that was when you push his head up and down, he would spray water. Now this one right here, when I got him, his sprayer was stuck. It didn't work, so I used a hairspray bottle and remade his inserts. I got a whole video on how to fix them yourself using a different sprayer. So I fixed this guy so he could spray again. And as you guys seen in other videos, I actually filled him full of special sauce that would allow him to shoot flames of fire out of his mouth, which was really, really cool. Anyway, so this was the original Cobra Khan figure, and his cool action feature was he would spray a mist, and he would spray the evil people, the heroic people, but you can see that he was the evil master of snakes. Now, I didn't take a screenshot of the back of his box because I decided to grab some other boxes instead, because his box didn't say on the back what he was specifically, because it talked about other figures in the line. So if you take a look, I actually grabbed Battle Armor He-Man's box here. And on here we have the Heroic Warriors. Now, that light's just way too bright. The Heroic Warriors are in blue, and here's some of them right here. And then below here we have the Evil Warriors. Evil! And these Evil Warriors sometimes are referred to as Skeletor's minions, but they don't always have to be. They're just the evil bad guys, and they are all the masters of the evil side. But Skeletor's usually in charge. So we can see here we have Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction, Evil Henchman, he's supposed to be a master over beasts. I don't know why they don't call him a beast master, which would have fit perfectly. I mean, the movie did come out Beast Master. Maybe that's the reason why. Evil warrior goddess. Evil tail thrashing warrior. He's the master of evil thrashing tails. And then we have Webster, evil master of escape. And then we have Cobra Khan. And Cobra Khan, right there, is, oops, wrong button, is the evil master of snakes. Dun 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 dun. So that is his title. He is not just a snake man, he is the snake man. He's the evil master of all snakes. He is it. So just like Beast Man can control animals, and Merman can control fish, Cobra Khan can control snakes, which would really be scary. I mean, imagine you're coming up and you're fighting something, and all of a sudden this guy comes out and he's got the army of snakes, not snake people, just snakes coming after you. That would be terrifying. Terrifying. Especially if you're Indiana Jones. But anyway, so I just thought that was interesting that he's the evil master of snakes. And the reason why I bring that up is because later on, shoop, we got more snake men. And when we did, here is, let me turn off this light again, that's just awful. It says, Snake Men. The dreaded snake men have risen from the darkest depths of Snake Mountain to join the forces with Skeletor and his evil warriors. King Hiss and his repulsive reptiles have vowed to destroy He-Man and his heroic warriors, as well as the evil horde. Will Eternia fall into the slithering swarm? Look for the serpent symbol on the snake men. And you can see we have King Hiss, dreadful disguised leader of the snake men. And then they have Tongue Lashor and then Cobra Khan. And his title's been changed. Now he's the evil henchman of the snake men. So he went from being the evil master of all snakes to now just being an evil henchman. Really? They got to downgrade him that much? Oh. Which it just kind of bums me out a little bit, because before he was the master of all snakes and now he's just an evil henchman. He has become Igor. So that is kind of what happened. It's kind of strange, the storyline. So back to my original thing is he was one of Skeletor's guys. He was the Lord of the Snakes, you know, the evil master of snakes, downgraded to henchman, which is not quite nearly as cool as being the guy. Now he's just one of the servants of the guy. So I'm guessing, and I don't know, I haven't read the back of this yet, that he is going to be the guy. I'm guessing he's going to be the Lord of the Snakes, the evil master of snakes, or something, not just a snake man. But I could be mistaken. I'm going to look at the back and see what it says. But let's take a look and see if he truly is his own guy, or is he just a henchman. So here is the back. And it says, Cobra Khan, evil master of snakes. And I did not read this ahead of time. I did not. I was tempted to, so I could make sure I proved my point, but I didn't. I just was curious what he was going to be. I just had this in my own mind ahead of time. And it says, the destruction of New Eternia awakened a long slumber evil was Cobra Khan, heralds the return of the Snake Men. Well, again, they still bring up Snake Men. So I guess I wasn't 100% correct. But he does go back to the evil master of snakes, not just the evil henchman of the Snake Men. So, this may sound kind of crazy, and I'll probably get a lot of people going, what? You're so far off the mark. Now, as much as I love King Hiss, and you guys know I do, I have tons and tons and tons of King Hiss customs. I really like the idea of Cobra Khan. I mean, he's got a cool name. I mean, Khan sounds like some kind of lord or leader already. Like, how could I forget his name now? Not the Wrath of Khan. I'm talking about the real guy. Oh, I just had it. You guys will put it in the comments. I know you will. By the time I edit this video, I'll remember his name. Genghis Khan. Just like Genghis Khan. That's what he's named after. So he's supposed to be a big baddie not just a henchman. And he's even got a cool laser cannon gun after all. I mean, he's got to be cool. Anyway, so let's open him up and let's check him out. And remember, he's not just some Snake Man henchman. He is the Lord of the Snakes. He is the master of snakes. The master of all snakes. Not just some lame-o extra henchman guy. Like this guy here. Lame-o extra henchman guy. Or I'm just a henchman. I mean, that's what they turned him into. He basically became just an extra side guy. I think the new toy can't even squirt if I remember right. So he did just become a henchman in the Origins version. I didn't even keep my Origins. I just got rid of all of them. I think I still have the blue spray somewhere. I lost that since I started this video. All right, let's pull them out. Let's stop. Well, you know what? I forgot Cracker Jack prize first. Cracker Jacks. And let's see what we got here in the Cracker Jack bag today. We have... Oh, look at that. That makes them ultra cool. We got the gun. Blam, 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 blam. And there it is. Ooh, ah. Kind of a cool news. Ooh, it's got a snake head. Look at that. I was afraid they were rose petals, but I can see now it is a snake head. So I wonder if it shoots like laser venom or some crazy thing. And then we got his claws to turn him into that special version they had. What is Camo Khan? That's right, he had Camouflage Khan. And then we got the purple spray. Spray. So you can squirt his venom. Surprised it's not green. Then we got this little thingamabob. Don't know what it is. Oh, it's to replace the Snake Man symbol with his own symbol. Because see, he didn't have a Snake Man symbol in the original toy line. Because he was not going to be a Snake Man. In fact, they were going to make them poisoned things. He's a frog. He is not a snake. If you take a look, he's built like a green-eyed tree frog, but not green-eyed. He's got the frog hands. He's got the frog tongue. He's got the frog head. He was supposed to be a frog and not a snake man at all. So, I just think it's funny. They're going to have like a line of venomous characters, but instead decided to go with Snake Man. And then we got the other claw of power. You could turn him into Zoidberg with his two claws. All right. I almost started to take it off his hands. Take your hands off, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this guy up. You know what? I did not go through my whole entire spiel. I just realized that. It is time for a history lesson before we go any further. In the back of this box, you can see the makings of some letters. There's a D here, there's a D there, and you can kind of see some stuff going on here. You can't quite make out what the comic is, but I have found the comic, and I have it here, in my giant comic book. And let's open this up, and here it is. It is double-edged sword, and you can see He-Man's foot right there sticking past, and this guy's red leg coming out here, and some kind of snake thing up there or something, or I guess his eyes. And that is what this is. This is the comic that came with Cobra Khan. And so I went through this comic, and went through this comic, and went through this comic. Oh, there he is. Beep, beep. Wait until Tila gets a taste of my venom. And there he is right there. And... oh, there he is right there. I think that's pretty much it. So he got in there for 2 frames. But if you take a look, let's go back to that first frame we see him. There it is. Wait till Tila gets a taste of my venom is what his words are right there. Bum, 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 bum. Why only Tila? What the heck? What was he thinking? And out of all the characters, wait till He-Man, you know. No, he goes after Tila. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Anyway, notice he's with Skeletor and his baddies. Not the Snake Men troops we're expecting to see with him in most things we find him in. So this was before he was identified as a Snake Man, because Snake Men didn't exist at this time when he was released. He was just the Lord of the Snakes. He was the Master of the Snakes. He was the Snake Guy. There was no others. He represented every Snake Man. He was the only Snake Man. He was the master of all snakes. I know, I'm driving this point home, but I love that idea. I just really do. And I didn't think about it until today, right before I started this video. I thought, now wait a minute, why would they only release King Hiss? Now I know before he was not a Snake Man in the beginning, but I didn't realize he was called, you know, the evil master of snakes, which they did on the new box too. It's so cool. All right, here he is. Let's talk about articulation. Turn my light back on. So we have ankle articulation. We have a boot cut. We have a double jointed knee. We have a thigh cut, which you guys know I'm not a fan of because it ruins the sculpt, but so be it. What the heck? It doesn't even line up with the sculpt. It's like, if you line that up, I guess it does. I guess so. It's not right there. It's got like an extra point on there. Then we got this movement here and this cool new movement that I love where the leg goes up and down to close this gap here, which we saw in the past. We had to fix that with Tila and some other figures with classics. So that is a cool new articulation point that I love. And then we have the waist turning here. We have an ab crunch. We have a shoulder. Oh, it's tight movement. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbow. I can't get it to bend in the second spot. I don't want to break it. His wrist bracer is loose, so you can pull it off if you don't like it, which is cool because I'm not a fan of it because it wasn't on the original. So I might pull those off. And then his head moves. Oh, his jaw moves too. Wait a sec. He's got a hole. Oh, of course he has a hole. It's for this little purple thing to squirt out. Squirt. Psst. All right. Little lackluster there. Oh, I got it in backwards. There we go. That's a little cooler. Looks like a glob of spit instead of a spray mist. Where did I stick? It's gonna drive me crazy now. I had the original blue one from the Cobra Khan. Anyway. Alright, I'm sticking his cool thing on his back here. How does that plug in? Now you gotta remove this piece. Shoop. Oh yeah, it looks so much better. Get rid of this. We don't want you to be a snake man. You are your own master of snakes. You don't need them. You don't need those other losers. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, way cooler. Let's give him his classic gun that he had since day one. And let's pull off those wrist bracers. We don't want no stinking wrist bracers on this guy. And it's funny. There we go. I didn't think I'd like this, but I actually like the shininess because he's a snake. It looks like snake parts. Now, I'm not a fan of his boots here, but I'm keeping them just the way they are. I'm keeping you just the way you are, man. Now, last time I didn't actually open him. I just kept him in the package, and it was going so high on eBay, I just decided to sell mine. And I got a pretty penny for it. and a lot more than I was expecting. And then it sounds really weird. With the idea of Masterverse ending, I decided to rebuy them. So I know it sounds kind of funny because you would think it'd be the opposite. And whoop, that fell off. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Does that fit in the gun too? It's got to. Come on. Oh, yeah. That's cool. All right. So, time to compare. First of all, next to Origins, he's monstrous. Next to Beastman, he's pretty short. Hey there, small fry. But let's check him out next to a standard classics figure. But he's about the same height, just a tad little bit taller. Just a little bit. So this is the Cobra Khan that we got with classics. Oh, that does look so cool. I forgot how cool this guy looked. And here is his non-caped head. Here is the... Ugh! Oh yeah, it is a Cobra Khan fest. Camel Khan. Now I did swap out Camel's Khan. I got an extra head from him to put on there. Here's the normal Camel Khan head that he comes with normally if you ever buy one. You don't get the cool hood on the back. All right. Very, very cool. Well, I was really happy with this figure until I looked at my classics. But he's still cool. I'm still keeping him. I'm going to stick him into my Monsters of the Universe guys. And to me, he is not just a henchman snake guy. He is the Snake Man. Ugh. So cool. All right. Well, that is all that I have. Now, in the comments, I want you guys to put some comments. One comment, obviously, do you agree with me? Should he be master of evil master of snakes, or just a snake henchman? Just a regular snake henchman, like, oops, like all these guys here that came in the 4-packs and everything else. All those henchmen we got all over the place. Or should he be his own separate cool guy? I mean, it's kind of stinky because we got some really cool snake men. I mean, we got... Where is Rattlor? Oh, his head's off. I didn't recognize him. I didn't recognize him with his head off. I mean, look how cool these guys look. Now, I was never a huge fan of the Snake Men because by the time they came out, I was out of collecting action figures at that time. I didn't get back into it yet. But look how cool he looks. And here is his non-extended head version. Now, of course, in 2000X, they made him General Rattlor, and he was the one that basically put Cobra Khan in his place to be a lame-o sidekick. And then, of course, we got 1.5 million King Hisses. There's one Snake Man that I just cannot stand. I do not like Snakeface. He is not necessary. He just bugs me. Now, this one is not like as bad as the original toy did. The original toy, I just hated the way it looked. But he doesn't look quite as awful as the original toy. Here's his non-snake extended version. You're supposed to just swap out the pieces, but I hate doing that over and over and over again because the heads break and neck pegs break and everything else. So whenever there's some kind of alternate way to display them, I try to get two. Now, his power, if you didn't know, he is like Medusa. He turns people into stone, which I think is a overpower. He's OP, man. Because basically, you turn people into stone, you can just walk into the room and take over. Turn everybody into stone, done. That's if you show up with a hood on or something, so nobody knows who you are. Now, we got a whole bunch of snake minions, and mine are in a different box right now, unfortunately. But I decided to buy this guy. He was a DC character, and it was a guy with a snake head costume. And I took a bunch of the Rattlor armor, and stuck them on there, and then you use different heads. This guy still is the original head. I sanded out the human head inside of it. But I thought it was kind of fun to have some just smaller snake guys running around. Oh, here he is. Tongue Lashore. Now, I did cut off the points on his tongue and painted it to fix. And again, I got two. Tongue in, tongue out. Then we got this crazy guy. Oh. Now, I did make a custom hood for him. And so there's his custom hood. Because he's supposed to have a hood, but they didn't give him a hood. Does his mouth move? Nope. Man. Oh, I forgot about Squeeze. Squeeze! Oh, don't break on me, Squeeze. I just love this guy's color. I love the way they blend in the yellows and greens. He's so cool. Look at the big hands. Bom, 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 bom. Oh, they got ratcheting, so his arms don't get... That's the noise I heard. Oh, we'll put you back here, Squeeze. Let's see, who else do I got in here? What? Who is this guy? He's a Snake Man too? Oh, he is. He's got a Snake Man on his belt. He's got Rattlor's tail too, and Rattlor's head, but Whiplash's 3 teeth. Crazy. Just set him down carefully. Don't knock anybody over. You can do it. Oh, we don't need you, Beast Man. All right. Now, this is a controversial one. A little bit, because he is actually Man-at-Arms. But I guess in the storyline, he got stuck being a permanent Snake Man. And so this is the Snake Man-at-Arms. And there's no way to turn him back because the spell's been too long. So he ended up having to join forces. And now, another controversial Snake Man is this guy right here. I believe he is. So he's going on my thing there. And the last one, King Hissy Fit. Oh, that's not his name. King Hiss. Dun 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 dun. Now, I know this video is not about Snake Man, and I apologize I'm going too long. What's funny about this King Hiss is look at that face. That face, that wonderful face. Would you say that looks heroic to you? No, not at all. And remember, his secret power was that he would be a heroic guy and or look heroic to trick people, and then, you know, bam, he would then turn into this giant snake thing. So even this one looks a little bit evil. But anyway, I have tons and tons. Oh, whew, they're all going to knock over. Of King Hiss custom pieces that I have made over the years. So let me know which one you like better. The original or the 2000X. I like the 2000X better, even though he looks evil. But I love the idea of him going up and tricking He-Man, and all of a sudden, whoop, turns into a evil snake. But how many times can he do that trick? You know, eventually you're like, wait a minute. He'd have to do it behind a tree or somewhere else, not right in front of He-Man, you know. But of course he has a snake symbol right on his chest. That's kind of a dead giveaway. Oh, I forgot about this guy. The Long Fang Man. I forgot what his name is now. Look at that. He came with a little creature too. What is this? I got a flying creature and I got the little... Oh, this little creature came with somebody else. This came with, This came with Cobra Khan. I forgot about that. If I remember right. I think he did. But this one... Oh, a flying snake. Look how cool that looks. He came with this crazy fanged guy. Yes. Sorry, man. You got to go in the back. Look at his boots, too. He's so cool looking. Or his leg pieces. I guess it's not boots. The only thing I don't like is the way his gums look around his teeth. But I suppose they have to be that way for it to have those giant... All right. I think that is it. Let me take you out of this holder for a second just so I can show you the rest of my Snake Men pieces. See, here's all my King Hiss parts. All in there. One of my favorite parts is this right here. It's so cool looking. It's like the cartoon where he still has his back armor and his helmet piece on. Those are all 3D printed. Someone asked me to make it for them. And I liked it so much, I kept made a set for myself too. Yes, I got lots and lots and lots. And then I also still have my Snake Trooper people we got in the 2-packs. I got a few of those in a different box. Man, look at all those snakes. Crazy. Well, I didn't mean to go so long on this. It's funny, we started just with this. And now we've gone full circle to every single... Oh! It's gone. There we go. I got it. I'm going to have to either glue that on or something, because I'm not going to ever take it off. I like it too much. It looks cool with that on there. I know it's supposed to flare out later, like when he gets ready to shoot his Venom or whatever. But it just looks cool on the whole time. Alright. I think I'm finally done. I was not planning to pull all these guys out, but I just had to. I just had to do it. Look at that. Look at that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I got the Snake Troopers too. I forgot about that. That's right, they're in a different box as well. See, all wouldn't fit in my box. They're like Horde Troopers, but snakes. Okay. I am done. Again, post in the comments all the things I asked you earlier. And that's all I got for you guys. Like they say in the 1987 movie. Let me just swap the camera around here. Good journey. Bye now. Thanks for joining me.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!